Probably in 2025, we at Meta are going to have an AI that can effectively be a sort of mid-level engineer that can write code.
What if the future of technology isn't about writing code, but about unleashing pure creativity, about humanity and the arts? Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Meta, believes we're on the brink of a revolution where AI does the heavy lifting, leaving creators to focus on what really matters: innovation. He made this clear in his podcast with Joe Rogan, where he said this.
Probably in 2025, we at Meta are going to have an AI that can effectively be a sort of mid-level engineer that can write code.
Meta's ambitious vision for 2025 could flip the script on who shapes the digital world. And it's not the coders. Curious? Let's explore why Zuckerberg thinks the future belongs to creators, not coders. Right now, it's common knowledge that most AI models already write codes, but basic stuff, things like autocomplete, debugging, and even suggesting more efficient code. But what Meta is aiming at is bigger, something truly next level. An AI that doesn't just help you complete or pick out errors in code, it does the coding, all by itself. Much easily like having an engineer whose entire salary is some money for a cup of coffee at the beginning of each month. Why is it that good? You won't believe this, but I'll tell you anyway. Because Mark Zuckerberg already invested as much as $30 billion into this in 2023, and it is safe to say this investment is beginning to actually make the world a smarter place. With the help of AI, as Meta is set to launch its AI-powered video editor, Edits, just this year, which is a sign of things to come. To really understand what Meta is trying to build with its AI systems, let's break down a few key concepts. First, let's look at the current state of AI and how it already helps in fields like coding and engineering. You've certainly heard about AI tools that assist with writing code. Tools like GitHub Copilot or other AI-powered code suggestion tools, these are built to auto-complete lines of code, suggest fixes for bugs, and help developers find more efficient ways to write code. But Mark Zuckerberg is tired of basic stuff like that already. He wants his own Meta-built AI that, apart from being an AI model, can handle software development, system design, and engineering across different fields. So, how does Meta plan to make this AI actually work? The foundation of this AI is rooted in advanced machine learning algorithms, majorly deep learning, which is basically a process where machine systems are taught and trained across different fields, so they better understand human problems and interactions. These algorithms allow the AI to recognize patterns, learn from vast data sets, and improve over time. In the case of coding, the AI would need to be trained on a huge amount of code. Think millions of lines, from various programming languages, past examples of complex codes, and software engineering principles. The more code the AI is exposed to, the more it learns about best practices, common pitfalls, and effective solutions to problems. But it's now not just about the code itself. The AI needs to understand the problem it's solving. For example, if you ask it to create a new app, the AI would need to analyze the requirements, understand the desired functionality, and design an architecture that can deliver it. It would essentially need to understand both the technical and business side of things, the goals, constraints, and user needs. This kind of AI is built on what is called natural language processing, or NLP, which is a branch of AI that focuses on making machines understand conversational human language. In this case, the AI would need to interpret human requirements. Things like, build me an app that tracks my monthly spending, or create a system to monitor industrial equipment in real time. It would translate these requirements into a technical solution, just like any other engineer would, convert the requirements into more technical languages, and create the app off that. The more context the AI has, the better it can tailor its approach to the task. One of the most fascinating aspects of this idea is that the AI would continuously improve as it's built to better understand human requirements. With the more prompts it's given, the more apps it develops, and the more designs it creates. When you write code, you often have to revisit it multiple times to debug and optimize it. Now, we'll have an AI that doesn't need to manually go through that process. It can instantly spot errors, improve efficiency, and even detect opportunities for innovation, absolutely without any human interference. It could make real-time adjustments and optimize the code as it works, potentially reducing the time it takes to go from concept to finished product. Now, let's zoom out for a bit. What kind of impact could this AI-driven world have on industries and company productivity? Well, the possibilities are huge. In software development, this could mean drastically faster turnaround times for projects. An AI engineer could work around the clock without taking a break, optimizing code and completing projects in a fraction of the time it takes a human team of engineers. It could even handle the complexity of modern software systems, which usually includes thousands of lines of code and require intricate knowledge of different platforms, programming languages, and frameworks. Developers would essentially just act as overseers, ensuring the AI is on track and still very much usable while the AI does the bulk of the work. In fields like manufacturing, healthcare, and transportation, this AI-driven approach could also revolutionize product development. Imagine designing complex machines, vehicles, or medical devices with AI doing all of the boring work. By simulating designs, performing software testing, and iterating on prototypes without human intervention, we could see faster innovations in these sectors as well. You can finally make a software off whatever idea you've ever had. The creative possibilities that'll arise as a result of Meta's ultra-intelligent AI are absolutely endless. Even for your grandma, this AI could make your grandma or that unemployed uncle that can't stop talking about his new business ideas at family dinners the next Zuckerberg. With Meta's ideas and visions in place, soon enough all you'll ever need to make that app, site, or complex technology is the idea, your creative thoughts. Not $1 million budget or a team of nerdy tech guys. And Meta is very much not new to making awe-inspiring AIs and training models with large language models, LLM, like Llama 3, PyTorch, AI Research Supercluster, RSC, Blender Bot. Now, you might be thinking, what about jobs? Well, all these don't come without their own challenges. One of the biggest concerns at the moment is the displacement of jobs. If AI can handle tasks like software development, design, and even hardware design, what happens to the engineers who currently make a living off performing these tasks? As the World Economic Forum predicts, there'll be a 41% employment cut by 2030 as a result of AI and other economic reasons. While it's a legitimate concern, the rise of AI could even birth more opportunities. We're moving toward a future where the demand for creative, humanly problem-solving skills, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence will skyrocket. Governments, companies, and education systems are already evolving to meet this challenge, with a strong focus on reskilling and preparing workers for roles that AI can't replace. Leaving the negativity behind, we will also see new kinds of collaborations that'll promote efficiency emerge. Engineers will work alongside AI systems as co-creators, and then there'll be a touch better than the more usual human susceptibility to errors in codes and overall software products with AI handling the repetitive tasks and engineers providing oversight and creative direction. This will free up human workers to focus on higher level, more detail-oriented problem-solving, strategic thinking in areas where human intuition and creativity are irreplaceable. What does this mean for the future, you may think? Basically, we're at a crossroads. The technology is advancing rapidly, and AI is becoming more sophisticated every day. The potential benefits are clear: faster development cycles, more efficient products, and the ability to solve problems that were previously out of reach or that normally would have taken unimaginable time periods. But there are also risks and challenges we'll need to address, especially when it comes to jobs, corporate accountability, and the ethical use of AI. And in a few years, we'll be living in a world where AI engineers are just as common as human engineers. While maybe they won't be walking alongside us in the streets, what they'll surely be doing is working side by side to create a new era of innovation with human engineers. And it won't be a world where humans are obsolete. Rather, it'll be a world where we make new ways to work alongside our creational assistants, tapping into the strengths of both AI and human ingenuity. Through technological advancements like the introduction of tractors that aid farmers, phone cameras that did not replace photographers, and now Meta's Engineer AI that's poised to work side by side with engineers. These innovations will only make our world better. And here's the catch: this is just the beginning of so much more, as Meta's vision is only starting to take shape. In a few years, we might look back and realize how much has changed, but the real questions remain. How will we, as individuals and societies, adapt to this AI-powered world? How good will we be at putting our newly heightened creative abilities to work? In our next video, we'll dive deep into Meta's secret plan that nobody seems to know about. Make sure to subscribe so as not to miss out.